Hello everyone, thank you so much for joining me on my channel today. We are just going to be doing a quick, simple, summer-inspired look. It's going to be very dewy, very fresh, bronzy. Make sure a lot of the products are waterproof or at least can be held down by like a primer or like a setting spray, that kind of thing. It's not going to be huge on the eyes like I usually do. It's just gonna be light, and as always, if you want to subscribe to my channel, that would be amazing. And let's get started. So to get started, we are going to be starting with primer. So I'm going to be priming my eyes, and I'm also going to prime my face. So I am using my Sephora Tinted and Cooling Eye Primer. So I always apply that first, and then following with, I'm going to be doing that same high spreadability fluid primer by The Ordinary. I always like to do my eyes first. I will prime my eyes first because I always do my eye makeup first, but you can always do whatever order makes sense for you. I apologize if there's any huge background noise. There is a lot more lawnmower going behind me. And I usually start with my brows always done because they do take me a little bit longer and it's kind of boring to watch. Okay, so starting with my eyes, I am going to be using this little Tarte palette, if you can see that there. I am going to be using this bronzer shade as my crease color, and then I am going to be going in with this little NARS palette for my eyes, just using the gold shimmer in here. And this palette is called Quartz. Yeah, okay, just so you know. Next, I'm going in with my Benefit Roller Eyeliner because it is waterproof. I do enjoy liquid waterproof eyeliner. I just find it easier to work with, and it's waterproof, so it's perfect for summer. Next, I'm going in with mascara. I am using the Tarteist, it just says Tarteist mascara. You can just stop after this step. So I'm gonna be using mascara and then going in with lashes after. You can skip the lashes part and just go in with mascara. Okay, moving on to concealer. So I am using the Creaseless Concealer by Tarte just because it is waterproof, so I do enjoy that, especially for the summertime. I'm gonna take my damp beauty blender and blend that in. So I am trying out the Liquid Whip Longwear Foundation. It's called Bounce Foundation by Beauty Blender. Never used it before. I thought maybe this would be a good thing to try. It is full coverage, so that might be really nice for the summer. If you want something more light coverage, I would say maybe go towards that Foundsealer foundation or whatever you feel comfortable with using. Now this shade might be, I used the shade 2.10. Might be a little bit too dark, but I don't really care. Right, so the coverage isn't bad. You probably need a little bit more than I thought. It's not as full coverage as some can be when you first initially put it on the skin, but it's not bad. I would give it another try and see. Okay, so now it's gonna be setting my face. So I am gonna be using a pressed powder this time instead of a loose, more of a preference. Okay, so I find the most important part for like a summer look is the glow and the bronze. Now I'm very fair, so I can't overdo it with the bronze. So if you are tan, congratulations. I'm not being sarcastic, because it makes it so much easier, this step for you to bronze as much as you want. I have to be a little bit more careful. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead with that Tarte bronzer. Next, I am going in with blush. I'm using like a light baby pink. You use whatever works for your skin tone. Some people don't like blush. I love blush. So if you want to skip this step, feel free. It's up to you. Okay, moving on to highlighter. So I'm gonna use the same palette. I am gonna be using, I'm probably gonna use the color called Burst this time, that one right in there, just cause I feel like it. Ooh. Now that gives a nice glow. I am gonna take this into my inner corner and above the brow. I decided I am gonna take that shimmer underneath the eye. Gonna put a little bit of that bronzer here. Next, I'm going in with a waterproof mascara just to put on my bottom lashes. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with a lip liner first, gonna cover that whole lip. I like to do that. I find the lip color lasts a little bit longer than just a lipstick on the lip. And then I'm just gonna put on a gloss, we'll spray, and then this is it. Okay, final step is to spray. So your setting spray. So I'm wearing a 12-hour wear hydration by Hard Candy. Whew. Okay, here we are. This is the final look. It's very simple eyes, see if you can see. Yeah. Very glowy, very bronzy. I forgot to mention that if you do use a lot of bronzer, you can also use it on your nose. I always opt out of that because I have such a tiny nose that I don't want to make it look really weird when you contour it overly. It just doesn't work for me, but it might work for you. So I would suggest if you wanted to add that step to this routine, go for it. Yeah, as long as you're wearing a lot of the waterproof stuff, this should last a very long time for you, especially if you're sweating and in the heat and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, primers are key, setting sprays are key. Powdering down your foundation is great, keeps it there even longer. So anything you can do to prevent the heat and your sweat from mixing and making everything melt, the better. And that's the way I did the eyes too, is very simple, just because sometimes over time our eyes get a little bit greasy too. So then they start creasing and clumping. It's just not a good scene. But anyways, I'm rambling. So I hope you enjoyed this look and I hope to see you in my next video.